Hey, good evening. My name is Deborah Antley, and I'm here tonight to talk about hope. I know it's kind of late, but sometimes this is the best time when everything is quiet, everything is still, and maybe you're not doing anything. And I hope you tune into this video. And I hope that you watch this at 5 in the morning and continue to watch it because we started off talking about hope, and it's all about restoring hope, empowering empowering us with hope. So let's look at this tonight. We talked about hope is the inner light that refuses to be extinguished, no matter how fierce the streams or the storms. It is unwavering belief that better days are ahead. Now, what hope tells us that don't get so comfortable thinking because you have so much hope that there won't be any trials or tribulation or you won't face anything. Even with hope, you'll face difficult times in your life. But the difference is with hope, you have in your mind, already in your mind, that my situation is not hopeless. I'm not a lost cause. And even though I'm going through a difficult time in my life, things are hard right now, there is still hope. There is still an opportunity for me to be successful, for me to succeed in life, for me to accomplish the things or accomplish the goals that I've set, for me to make a change in my life, because hope is the light that refuses to be extinguished. And not only that, you refuse to allow hope to be extinguished because you keep telling yourself, I am a fighter. I have not lost the battle. The battle is not lost at all. So when we talk about hope, remember, we said that in moments of doubt, hope whisper, keep going is what hope tell you. Your story is not over yet. Aren't you glad that you're not the author? Aren't you glad that you're not the one that is controlling the pen to write your beginning, to write that painful middle, and to write the end? Because some of us will write ourselves right out of the story. We will write ourselves out of the character by saying, it is over. I am finished. I've had enough. You started off with hope and you got into the middle where things seem a little tight, things seem a little hard. And all of a sudden, when you got to the end, you look back and said, I might as well write myself off or flip the pen or the pencil over and erase myself. But aren't you glad because hope is still on the inside of you, that is still burning? That desire, that fire on the inside because of hope. So, what we learn, hope is the bridge between where you are and where you are meant to be. Hope is the bridge. Hope helps you to cross over. Hope helps you to walk over some of the most difficult times in your life. When others have given up, have cast you away, have written you off, hope is still there to say, nope, we can do this. Keep going. This is not the end of our story. That's what hope tells us. And then, even the smallest spark of hope can ignite a fire of change. The smallest spark of you don't need a hope. Like he says, you need faith the size of a mustard seed. You know how small a mustard seed is? That's hope. When you have hope and you begin to talk to yourself, encourage yourself, hope and faith together tells you to keep going. Don't write yourself off. This is not the end of your story. Listen, you can let everyone else say it's over for you, but don't you allow that word to come out of your mouth and say that it's over. No, there is still hope. Hope is not pretending the hard times don't exist. See, that's not hope. Hope is saying, I've got some difficult times right now. I'm going through some things, but I realize as long as I have hope and faith, it won't be like this always. My days are not hopeless. I'm not a lost cause. And the situation that I am in right now, there is still hope. See, sometimes you've got to find hope in the most difficult situation or in the most difficult time in your life. You have to find hope. And let me tell you, it's there. It's there if you say, keep going. This is not the end of my story. It is not over yet. There is still hope. And then we have to understand it's knowing they won't last forever, knowing that the difficult times won't last forever because you still have hope. You're full of hope, meaning that you still have life and you're believing that in the midst of everything, there is still hope. In the midst of my situation, I still have an opportunity. I still have a chance. I still have a chance to achieve and to exceed in life. And then it says, when you choose hope, you refuse to give fear the final word. You're saying, fear, you will not have the final say so in my life. Why? Because I have hope. Hope says, listen, you don't have a reason to be afraid as long as there's hope. Now, when you stop hoping, when you stop believing, when you stop trusting, that's when it becomes dangerous and fear begins to creep in. Because when you stop doing those things, you open a door for whatever is out there to creep in and say, it's hopeless. Throw in a towel. You might as well give up. But as long as you continue to say, I have hope, I have faith, and my confidence is not in my situation at all. I don't place my hope in people. I don't place my faith or my confidence in them. I place it in the one that created me in his own image. This is why you keep hope alive. I know there's so many things going on in the world today. We're looking at an economy that is on a up and down situation. We're looking at things that are coming out of the White House and people are signing off on it, stamping approval on it and everything. And we're saying, my God, when does it stop? Long as I have hope, I have no fear. Because listen, hope is telling me it's going to get better. We have to learn how to ride the waves of hope, how to stay on that firm foundation and keep our confidence in him. Hope and faith work together. When you say, I have hope, you're saying my faith is still there. When you say I have faith, you're still on that foundation. And then we have to understand, hope is the quiet courage that says, try one more time. Hope is saying, don't give up. I need you to try one more time. I need you to step out one more time. Hope says quietly to you, that little voice you hear in the back of your head saying, let's keep going. Don't give up. This is not the end of your story. I need you to keep trying. I need you to keep persevering. I need you to keep pushing forward. I need you to continue, because hope is saying you'll never know what's at the end if you don't keep going. The breakthrough, the release, everything that you need is at the end, but you've got to make it to the end. So you have to keep hope alive. You have to keep the flame burning on the inside. And the way to do that is to surround yourself with positive people that think that just like you, in a way that's going to help push you, elevate you to the next level in hope, to keep moving forward. See, it's one thing to stand still and say, man, I still have hope. Now, hope takes action. Hope keeps moving forward. Hope keeps going. It does not stop. Watch this. Every sunrise is proof that hope never fades. You know, the word of God tells us his mercies are new every morning. God gives us new mercy. And because of his mercy, we are not consumed. His compassion fail us not. We could be consumed every morning, but every morning when we enjoy the new mercy of God, the new mercy of God is saying there is still hope. I know you went to bed last night with a situation and you talked to me, you praised and worshiped me, you prayed unto me and you went to sleep. I allowed you to sleep peacefully. But when you got up this morning, you should not get up thinking about the problem. You should get up saying, you know what? There's still hope. There is still an opportunity. There is still a chance for me to be successful, to overcome this problem or this situation that I'm facing today. That's what hope is. It never fades. It only rises stronger. It only gets stronger the more you feed hope with positive words, positive thinking, positive thoughts, as in other words, positive words that come out of your mouth to ignite the flame on the inside of you. When you say, we're not throwing in the towel, we're not giving up, we still have hope. There's still an opportunity for me. I don't know where the opportunity is at. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm still hopeful that it will happen. That's feeding that hope on the inside. Then it says, hope is a seed planted in faith. See, hope is a seed planted in faith, saying, I believe, I trust God, I believe God, I have enough hope in Him. That hope is a seed planted in faith. My faith, my confidence, my hope, everything is wrapped up in this seed that is planted in faith. I plant my hope in faith, my faith. And I can't let my hope die. And I can't say my situation is hopeless and I don't want it anymore. I don't believe it anymore, because now I'm saying I don't have any faith anymore. I lack the faith and my hope has disappeared. And now my faith is on the run as well. Watch this. Water by perseverance. Water by perseverance, that you keep going and bloom through what? Action. Listen to this. Hope is a seed planted in faith, watered by perseverance, that you keep going and bloom through action. Keep going. It's seed. It's perseverance. Now it's action. You've got to take action. And every time you take action, your faith and your hope get stronger and stronger the more you keep moving in a positive direction. Watch the last one. In the darkest night, hope is the voice that says, look up. There are still stars. Listen to that. In the darkest night, hope is a voice that says, look up. There are still stars. Look up to the hills from whence cometh your help. Your help comes from the Lord. But when you start thinking that everything is hopeless, when you start speaking what you see, that's what you're going to have. And there's no hope in the situation. You've got to learn how to say the opposite of what you see and said, I know what I'm looking at, but my situation is not hopeless. I see breakthrough. I see miracle. I see life. That's what hope is all about. Hey, I hope tonight that as I did this video, it was a great joy for me as well. And it truly blessed me, because it helps me to understand that I've got to keep the hope regardless of what I'm going through, regardless of what I'm facing. But I want you, when you watch this tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. when this video starts, I want you to share this with someone. But I really want you to meditate and hear what I'm telling you, because whoever's going to watch this, you're going to say, man, I was at the very edge, about to throw in the towel, about to call it quits, and about to give up on everything. Man, this word really empowered me. Hey, I'll be back, and I hope you enjoy this video. I'm trying to be a little bit more, let's see, schedule a little bit more and be a little bit more accurate on this, not just hit and miss. I want to be a little bit more accurate, maybe one night out of the week. And try to do this. So I want you to be blessed by this. Leave your comments, share your comments, and share the video. And I hope this will bless you. And I hope this encourage you. And I hope that these words that were said will motivate you and allow you to remember that there's still hope. You're not lost. You're not a lost cause. And don't give up on yourself. If others do, don't you give up on yourself, and don't give up on the one true and only God that you serve. Hey, I'll see you next Thursday. And who knows, I may do one on Saturday, but God bless you and have a great night.